ABC of preparedness. The first A stands for assessment. Assessment of your skills and your family member skills. Because when the shit hits the fan, your family, not only yourself, needs to be prepared. For B, we have basic knowledge of the fundamentals military skills, which is engineering, weapons and tactics, medicine, communication, and so on. And C, probably one of the most important things is also community members. If you are fighting with every one of your neighbors, maybe the problem is in you, not your neighbors. You need neighbors to help you. They will be an asset with logistics, with medicine, with food. So count on them when the shit hits the fan. How many times have you been on a shooting range, on an exercise, on a medical course, when your car broke down, and then you said, ooh, next time I should put this in. Next time I would do this. Next time I should. These are the things that we like to say in our comfort zone, but we don't do to be prepared. Literally, it's the basics as your car breaks down. So what are you going to do? You're heading towards Croatia, beautiful sea, 10 hours stuck on a highway. Do you have water in the back of the car? Do you have sunscreen? So we're gonna focus on the woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the first thing that we need to do before we can do our preparedness, the ABCs are quite basics. First is an assessment. You have to assess about your capabilities. What are you even able to do? Like before I mentioned, do you have a lot of money so you can build yourself a bomb shelters? So is it worth investing all your life savings on a thing that will not work? You have to assess what are the things that you can control, what are the things that you can actually do. And this is not driven only for yourself. Probably you are not 𝗙cie. So probably you live with your family. You two are a couple. Oh, okay. Not okay. Sorry, that's awkward. But we have to. It's not the thing that we need to assess only ourselves. We need to assess also our family. So if you can run sub 2 hours marathon to escape someone, can your daughter? Maybe, probably she's faster than you. So when we're talking about the assessment, you always have to know what are your capabilities, and then your families, your friends, the people that you want to hang around with. And what are we even assessing? So everybody here probably, who doesn't own a gun? Raise your hands. Let's say most people have guns. Can you shoot? Can you shoot while your pulse goes up and down? Effectively. If it's a perishable skill. So this is a basic assessment. Can your family shoot? Can they at least know how to safely handle the gun? Not that they're gonna be able to shoot accurately, but at least they don't go, oh, that's a gun. How many times have this happened? you saw even in the Star Wars movie when Luke Skywalker got the lightsaber, the first thing, huh? Even in the movies it's popular. And then the other things that we need to do. Can you assess your basic capabilities of, let's say, not use of explosives, because most of us are not allowed to have it, but can you check how much is your oil level? Not you, left. Yeah, can you, okay. Can you change oil? Not change, like put, do you know which oil to buy for your car right now?
Yes.
Which one?
Yeah, I can just choose on the petrol.
No, just tell me the exact oil you need without Papi?
No, I can look in the book which came with the car. I don't know, but I can look and there it says.
Okay, you're ingenuitive, you're thinking out of the box, yeah, but you're like, okay, you're gonna be a lawyer someday. No, but yeah, good. If you don't know the answer, you said the book, which I like, because you didn't say I'm gonna check online because maybe your phone is gone, is dead, EMP, like all the wazoo stuff. Let's say also medicine. Do you know how to do basic first aid? Okay, that's wonderful. Basic first aid, trauma related, everything. But is everybody prepared for, I have to paraphrase this. Is everybody prepared for small boo-boos? Like, a lot of people say, let's put a tourniquet on, chest seals, a lot of bullet wounds, like, I'm gonna get 3 bullet wounds, survive, everything, yeah. But yeah, sure, like, paranoid friend. But when it comes to small boo-boos, do you have paracetamol? Do you have sunscreen? Do you have Band-Aids? Do you have suckers for the kids, lollipops? Like, most of the time, you're gonna get like a small boo-boo that you're not gonna go straight away to the doctor, to the ER. And most of us don't have let's say, a boo-boo bag. We have for trauma. Here we go. Like, I work as a bodyguard worldwide. Not many times my client got amputated, but many times he had a headache. And then, like, yeah, I had a headache. Do you have something? Put a tourniquet on. I mean, it's gonna stop the pain, but it's not gonna be what we want. The next thing, A, we covered. Let's go on B. B is for basic skills. We covered them right now, how to assess. But basic skills, we're talking about. I like to go by the ABCs. A are alphas. Alphas in the military are officers. That's the, let's say, US acronym. Leadership skills. Like, do you have them? Like, are you a prepper at home? And then you come, yeah, we need to do this and that. And your wife is like, shut up. So that's A. B, for the basic skills, we're gonna cover that in the practical portion. B is, Bravo is weapons and tactics. Before we said, can you use a weapon? Can your family use a weapon? If they, not mentioning it, if they can shoot, but if at least they're not gonna shoot you in the back. Like, every gun owner's responsibility is to teach your family how to safely use a gun. Not shoot, but just, there's a gun there. If it's a little kid, he should already have a back, like the soreness, that once he, oh, it's a gun, and his father slapped him behind the back, he should be like, oh, it's a gun, I need to inform my father. Pain gives you a memory that you do not forget. But please educate your family that they are not careless, because most deaths occur just because of carelessness. You have your weapon like 10, 20, 30 years, nothing can go wrong with me. I'm an alpha, an omega. And then somebody shoots himself with an empty gun. I mean, that happens in Slovenia quite often, but usually it's like really weird circumstances. No, but huh? Yeah. Yeah. And then you just saw off your arm, and that's it. Okay. Then we go for C, Charlie. Before we were talking about oil, which oil to get, basics stuff. Do you know how to build just a table? We have come to a point. The Slovenian fire brigade, for their selection, one part is also that they get a nail, a hammer, and they need to hammer the nail. I don't know if that's a great adjective, but that's mandatory, because a lot of young kids don't know how to do that, and then they don't throw him out of the brigade if he doesn't know how to do it, but then he really literally gets additional schooling just for how to do random handy stuff. We have come to a level that somebody is gonna try to turn on the chainsaw with the blade between and they're gonna try to say, yeah, but still the plastic is in, it's safe. They're like, please no. No. So the D, Delta, my favorite. It's not my favorite, it's medicine. Okay, we said before, trauma medicine, everybody has a course. You should. Yeah. You are in that kind of a unit. Everybody did a trauma first aid course in the past, let's say, 2 years. Raise hands. 1, 2. First aid is not important until it is. It's basically the same as the police. Everybody hates the cops, but once you need them, it's like, Mom, can you come and help? But every time they give you a ticket, it's like, bloody dogs of the government trying to steal our money. But for medicine, it's the same. It's quite boring, but once you need it, everybody gives you their baby. I came across a motor vehicle accident, 3 vehicles included. The father was pissed drunk, 2 kids, 5, 6-year-old. I came there, I look like a drug dealer. In Slovenia, I look like a drug dealer. No, in the backwoods, I came there, everybody was crying, screaming, kids bloody. I said, I'm a paramedic, can you give me the kid? Everybody just going, here you go. The kid to a drug dealer. I'm like, okay. And then I was trying to be like, is there anybody here to help me out? Okay, I'm the smartest guy here. Jesus, that's not good. The kids were fine. They didn't lose consciousness. They had lacerations on the scalp, so there was a lot of profuse blood, but nothing major, which is quite right. But kids, they always rock you up. So medicine, please go do a first aid course. If you did your first aid course when you were trying to do your driver's license, that's not the best, which most people do that. Okay, then we go on echo. Echoes are the people that like IT, and one of the echoes made my PowerPoint come from there to there, and see, it doesn't work. So even the basics of communication, of electronics, like whoever at your home is the one that you go if your computer doesn't work. Everybody has a go-to guy, like something is on my cable, and if you don't know that guy, it's probably you. Everyone's like, yeah. So, like we did before, I jump from left and right. when we come from an assessment, we need to put our ego to the side because everybody likes, like everybody in my village, everybody in my hometown knows I'm the badass. I have guns, I do this. Everybody like, yeah, then it comes into your head. But then, let's say for medicine, something goes wrong, like, he will know, he probably knows how to shoot. He has a first aid kit on his belt. It's like, yeah, but it's very expensive, I don't want to use it. Most people buy stuff and they never use. Yeah, it's the ego thing, but I have. Like gear horse, yeah? Like everything. I am going to be dressed as I'm gonna be invading a small country. Not pun intended right now, what's happening. But yeah, ego to the side. When we do an assessment, we need to ask ourselves these basic questions. And when we go then on the B, basic skills, okay, logistics are done. Bravos, weapons and taxes, you guys don't know how to shoot. Yeah, but what can you do? You're in nursing school, medicine, like we can use. You're gonna put somebody in prison. I
can hammer a nail.
Hammer time. Yeah, that's good. Masonry. Yeah, also it is. So Charlie, so that is good. But let's go let's go into Charlie. What do you do when you're with your Jeep stuck in sand?
Well, that has never thankfully happened to me, but yeah.
Older guys are like, judgment. He's no, it is community. Before, like you said, I like to jump from left to right. I like to jump from left to right is an assessment. It's not just an assessment about yourself. This is an assessment about your community, which your family, your friends, your neighbors. Who has problems with your neighbor? Who? Huh?
Let's ask who does.
Yeah.
In Slovenia.
Okay.
My problem.
I don't, but most of them are afraid of me. That's also true. that's different. No, but okay. Who has problems with all of his neighbors? Yes, luckily nobody raised their hands because I wanted to ask, maybe you're a cunt. Somebody's like, smug bosh. No, because if you have problems with all your neighbors, maybe you are the problem, not everybody else. We try to blame everybody else for each of our mistakes, but maybe you're just a snowflake. Oh my God, yeah, he stole me. He, I don't know, ran over my grass, blah, 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 blah. When something goes wrong, because we're not billionaires, we cannot run to our fallout shelter, to our bunker. We're gonna probably stay at home and play there. And who is going to come to your aid, to your help? Community is important. When we have problems with our neighbors, you know what happens? When you go to the seaside for vacation and somebody comes, they can literally rob you with a lorry and they have jumpsuits. And then it says moving service. And they're gonna, yeah, they're moving. Yeah, cunts. And that's it. And they won't inform you. If something goes wrong at my neighborhood, okay, for me, usually they inform me for everything that goes wrong just because somebody else has problems. And they call me and they're like, Luka, yeah, that happened. Like, yeah, I wasn't expecting that they're gonna try to stab you, sorry. So I have to deal with that, but we have crazy neighbors. I live in 𝗙ecie 𝗹𝗹𝗪, you know the political affiliation, so things happen, get out of hand. But when something goes wrong, the neighbor should inform you, and they're like, hey, you're moving? Like, what? No, I'm not moving. When somebody goes into your small street, if it's a good community, people are already like, Like the Balkan security camera. Like they're always, if they're good neighbors, they're like 3, 4, like babushkas, really? So they're like, and that's the purpose. That's the important thing for the community. Networking with your neighbors. Okay, not only with your neighbors. If we are basically, there's an expression, we are only 3 days away from chaos. Because in 3 days, most of the water supply and food is gonna run out. So the cities are gonna start pillaging and burning. If you live in a city, that's not the best for you. So if you're more in the outskirts or in the countryside, that's good for you. So, but if you know just your neighbor, so do you raise chickens? No. Do you know how, do you know who raises chickens? So you have eggs. Do you know a farmer that has wheat that they can do flour? Do you know how to get it, to establish a supply chain? Supply chains are the most important thing. COVID proved that. Because a couple of times you can, like, Ford is able to do their cars, I think the waiting list is about half a year, just because of chips from China. Supply chain, because everything is outsourced, and it's just the basics. So you're waiting for your Raptor. Okay. So, okay, we know another information. Fish. But yeah, to establish a supply chain, where to get fresh water, where to get wheat, where to get meat. Sorry, vegans, we need meat. Okay, nobody threw anything to me.
It doesn't mean that we are not watching you.
The small things, just be cognizant where you can go or who to ask, at least if it's a good fellow. But if everybody hates you, if you do, I don't talk with nobody, it's not gonna be the best thing. Or let's say nursing school, if something goes wrong, people are gonna come to you. I'm a civvy now, I'm a civilian. I had people with weird wounds came to my house, can you stitch this up? Like, I don't want to go to a hospital, or like, no, but yeah, if people know you and know what you do, they can come and ask for help. And also, that's where you need to talk with people and also get to know some information from them. Maybe it looks really bad because you're trying to exploit this and that and that, yeah, but that's the nature of the beast. Because we can have a lot of hardcore skills. We can shoot, we can drive defensively with our vehicles. If something goes wrong, we can repair the vehicle on the spot. Trauma medicine, if my arm blows up, I can put the tourniquet on, I can still shoot. Bro, no, you won't, but yeah, just saying. These are hard skills. And these are you, because you are into this scene. And this is what's important to you. Like, do you have a neighbor when you start telling you your stories that you're really like, and he's like really bored? Huh? You have somebody that like, you're telling him, we did this and that, and he's like, yeah, but my car, he's switching to a different one. Maybe just the hard skills are not the best thing. You need also soft skills. Like special forces are not special just because we can do backflips with our MGs 42. Special forces are good just because they do ordinary things extremely well. Like, it's not that we are able to, like, when I really like the shows when like, yeah, we were 4 or 5 days without sleep. No, you know, after 2 days without sleep, you're gonna start hallucinating, like, and you're gonna sleep like this and still walk and sleep. And I say 5 days without sleep, nothing was wrong with me. Yeah, maybe I see some issues right now with you. But you're still professional because, okay, 5 days I'm gonna go limited sleep, but I still need 3 to 4 hours. But I'm gonna be destroyed. I'm gonna be like a panda, but I'm still gonna do my job, and I'm still gonna shoot at a semi-effective range and a capacity. That's SOF. And also, what's SOF? Soft skills. Most of you that understand English are enjoying my lecture. Like most of the time you're laughing, everybody is pretty much focused on me. The soft skill is, how am I able to present myself? Am I able to talk normally that you will like to listen to me? I'm very like, you notice I go to here maximum and then back. That's called dynamics. Just because if I would be here, I'm like, yeah, the soft skills that are also important are people skills, problem solving, networking. Yeah, like a statue. You would fall asleep. Even that you're able to keep their spirits up just with communication. The communication skills are really important. How to get additional information, how to just normally have a conversation without somebody thinking that you're a cunt. Soft skills, networking, problem solving. I like the problem solving is, what are you going to do? I have the manual, I'm gonna check it out. That's problem skills, because most people are like, Mom, Dad, okay, I still call my mother when I'm making goulash. But that's different. They're like, what? You don't know. No, but that's problem skills. What are you going to do? We have an expression in medicine, it's called telemedicine. Very sexy, very sexy. You know what telemedicine is? Telemedicine is when you don't know what to do and you call somebody that's smarter than you. And you hope that he has a stable internet connection. I had an incident. A person called me. I was in Slovenia. First question was, Luka, are you drunk? Like, a bit. Okay, how drunk are you? 2 beers. Oh, yeah, you're good. Like, I have an emergency. We had a lightning strike in Africa. 5 rangers got blown left and right. They got tossed to the ground, not blown up. That would be very gruesome. And one had neurological issues. There was a long evacuation point. A long drive for the first responders to go there, pick up the rangers, and drive them to the hospitals. And he called me. He said, like, what are we supposed to do with a lightning strike? I'm like, fuck will I know. But I have Google. My PowerPoints from back. What do you know about lightning strikes?
Nothing.
Then I called one other, I literally said, hold on. I called one of my friends also a great paramedic, one of the best in Slovenia. What do you know about lightning strike? What? Nothing. Like, is he still alive? He's like, yeah, they're still alive. Lucky guy. Yeah, that was. And then we decided, okay, we came to the same. Like, I said to him, please, can you go to your sources? Tell me what to do, and I'll tell you what I think we should do and combine. And we both came up with the same idea. Nothing. Handle with care, very gentle. Neurological issues usually come. Neurological issues usually go away after a certain time. But the most important is that you don't kill the patient while driving to the hospital, because everybody's like 100 kilometers per hour, and then you get into a car accident. That's the most, if the person is still alive, usually you kill them with a traffic accident. Yeah, that's literally what the PowerPoint says. Like, okay, drive carefully. Okay, we put him also a defibrillator next to him. We put also a back valve mask, all the fun stuff. And I called back to Africa. I said, yeah, do this and that and that. Yeah, and the thing was saved. Telemedicine. He knew who to call. I know what to do to troubleshoot. Google it up. Like problem-solving skills. What is also another, what is also a very, very, very big soft skill that we neglect? Come on, use your words. Thinking. Am I funny? How funny am I? Funny like how? That's my best Danny DeVito impression. Funny how? Humor. Humor is very important in the time of peril. I was in Kiev 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago, something like that. In Kiev, I was with a Ukrainian soldier that I know, a friend, and we were driving. Like, there's not a lot of cars in Kiev right now. They're coming back right now because the front moved a different area. We're driving there, and like, oh, it's a very beautiful city here. No traffic. And I was like, really? No traffic? How come? It's a very bad joke, but we laughed our asses off, but that's the only thing that you can do. Or when the sirens came on and they're like, what are we supposed to do? We're a long way from home. Let's drive with a BMW. It's a black one, so everybody knows he's an asshole. So in time of peril, you can go down, you can start crying, you can pray to whatever God you wish for, but usually that's not gonna help. You need to help yourself. And panic breeds panic. If you're more positive, if you're more calm, that infects also everybody else. But just a fun fact, never ever say to someone that's panicking, stop panicking or don't panic. Never ever in the history of panicking did anybody stop panicking when you said stop panicking. That just escalates. I'm not panicking! Okay, go. Don't say that. The best thing was I had a very good experience with that. A girl had fallen down, epileptic seizure, first time. She was 20 years old. I was the first responder on scene, and it was a town fair. There was one guy screaming what to do and everything. And I didn't even okay, she's a bit shaky, wobbly, but I think she's still alive. Shaking, that means still some life. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with her because she was still doing all the things sir, I am a paramedic. Please bring me 5 liters of hot water. Please, go, I need it because we're gonna make some things cleaner and sterile. You know how much time it needs for 5 liters water to boil? He didn't came back for 1 hour. Still the legend has it, is still looking at the bubbles. If somebody's panicking, don't say stop panicking, just give him something to do, something meaningless. What have we learned today, right now? So first we did the assessment. Please just ask yourself some basic questions. What can I do? What is important? What can I do? What can my family do? What are our capabilities? Or what equipment we have? All sorts. Then the B is for basic skills. What do you guys have? And then the C is for C4. Oh yeah, C is for sure. She killed the dad joke. That was the dad military joke. C is for community, because you're in nursing school. you're gonna arrest people. Well, that's not handy, but you can hammer nails really good. So who are the people in your community that can do something, that you can be an important, a valuable member of the society? So lawyers are not gonna be so in tune. Is anybody a lawyer here? Okay, I could do more jokes. Okay, then that's C. Don't be a cunt. That's really good. See, do you see what I did there? When you're gonna progress with your hard skills, also think that you need also some soft skills. If you're a hardcore warrior, yeah, that's probably not the best. Like, I'm more or less too rational of a person, myself personally. I'm really driven and I have tunnel vision when I work. Like, most of the time you laugh at me that I'm funny but sometimes when I work, I'm like, whoop, only that, and somebody says, yes, humor, I sense it, let's continue on. I get tunnel vision and I'm 100% rational. Being 100% rational is not the best thing ever. You have to tone it down. Sometimes the most rational things is irrational to do when somebody is, let's say, panicking. It's the same principle as being completely honest. Who is the one? Are you always completely honest? Well, yeah, let's say your wife is gonna say to you, like, does this dress make me look fat? You have to say immediately, no. You just shout, no.
Without hesitation.
No, without hesitation. Not even. No, you're already in the danger zone. No, already. Like, you're never supposed to be completely honest. 100% honesty is not the best. Let's say, I mean, with the police officers, 20%. The best thing is, like, when usually somebody says, yeah, I never lie. And the best things are like the cops when you pull over. Do you know why I pulled you over? And you're like, no. You didn't have your seatbelt on. Really? Oh gosh. And you're trying to lie to them. 20%. But yeah, let's say for honesty, it's the same as rationale, 70 to 80%. That's it for this 𝗙Pro store workshop. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. This is not the end. This is just the beginning that you need to remember. Stay tuned for the next event and see you around. Cheers.